Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Just checking that time, make sure I'm still morning. Whoop, whoop. So you got Judy Allen here, known as Nana. It was Teach Me Nana here on Friday. So it's a really exciting day. We've got a lot of things going on, but we're making another alternative, and we are using a piece of cardstock, Cajun Craze, that I gave to my customers, and it's also on the back of the instructions to give you some other choices of colors you might want to incorporate. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that today. And yes, we're still dissecting those envelopes. Today we're going to also distress the paper, all right? It takes that stress off, it sort of sounds like. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but hey, it sounds good anyway, right? That's what counts. So with that, I'm going to go to the hands, but I'm also going to let you know I'm doing a retreat tomorrow with Adventurous Stampin', and I'll give you two hints of what the cards are that we're going to be making, just so that you know if next time you want to join in that you can, all right? So with that, we're going to go down the hands and let's get going, because we're going to also be doing that tote today too. So here's the cage, here's the tote we're going to do second, because we're going to stamp on this, all right? So this is what was in the kit. And on the back, if you ever want to know, down here it gives you some coordinating colors, all right? So I actually sent 3 different ones to my customers, and one of those was Cajun Craze, so that's the one I'm going to use today. And if you're out there, say hello, please, because Sunday we're going to be live at 4 p.m., and if you've said hello or whatever, we put you in the drawing and we give away 3 prizes, all right? Woo-hoo, 3 prizes. All right, so let's go here. So this is actually the Cajun Craze. It's nothing more than taking an 8.5, cutting it at 5.5 inches, and folding it in half. All right. And then this is one of the cards that's in the kit, and I sat there and I cut it down. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, just so that you get the color of the Cajun Craze, but you also have your cardstock, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and I'm just going to, for the sake of speeding me along today, let me go get the box a little bit out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and use my tape runner here because I want to get to that bag, and I also want to show you a couple of the cards we're making at the retreat tomorrow. Now this isn't Paper Pumpkin. Adventurous Stampin' does all the other Stampin' Up products and stuff and all. With Zoe and Nana, we focus on the kits, right? At least Paper Pumpkin kits. I'm just going to tilt this just a little bit, not a whole lot, just enough to get my corners on the paper right there, okay? I just want to do something a little bit different. All right, so the envelope, you can see the envelope, I've already done it. So all I'm going to do to distress this, I'm going to distress it so it's going to be smaller than this a little bit, right? So I'm just going to come and I'm just going to tear around the edges, and I really like this look because actually between the tote and the food and all, it reminds me of a picnic, going to the beach. I definitely have the beach on my mind, so there's a lot of beachy things you might hear. And you know, I'm just going to come and distress each of it. And the nice thing about distressing is if you don't like it, you can cut it off and go do something else with it, right? But in my particular case, I'm liking it. And I just do a little bit. I mean, you could go really big and gigantic if you wanted to. But that's not the point of this, right? I'm just wanting to give it the distressed look. I don't know, I just like the distressed look. Just as a nice different look. You know, and if this was a blanket that I was going to throw on the ground at the beach or a picnic, you know, it might be frayed at the end. It's not going to be like most probably my best one. Unless I was like on a date or something and I had to impress. Now see, the nice thing is when you distress, you can come back and, like, I think I want to take a little bit more off on this side, and it's very easy to do, right? Now if I take off too much, well then that's the opportunity for creativity. But in this particular case, that's all I'm doing. I just come along. These envelopes are very easy to do and distress. Cardstock can be a little bit more difficult, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's see here. Alright, see if I got it about where I want it. Yeah, I got it about where I want it. Okay? So I'm just making this fun, right? Because we're going on a picnic. I'm taking my grandkids on a picnic, or I'm going on a picnic with my husband. It's going to be fun. Oop, that's one right here. It's going to be fun. So I'm just making this sort of fun. And I do like picnics, right? I don't know about you, but I like picnics. I like them, especially at the beach, whatever. I don't know if you can bring wine to picnics anymore or not in public, but hey, you can, you go for it. Alright, so then, you know, if I think of my picnic, especially with this kit, I would have some bread, I would have some cheese for sure, and I don't know if I'd add flowers or not, but for sure just to offset it a little, right? A bottle of some kind of drink would be in there. I did bring the little pieces right here, just in case. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you for joining in. It's always good to see you. I am going to go ahead and put that up on dimensional, right? Just give a little height and difference there. And then I'm just going to add this in so like they had us creating the card to begin with. So I don't need a lot. I'm just going to put just like a little smidgen. It just needs to stay down, right? Because I want to sort of actually just let it come up a little bit if it wants to. And I'm going to add the cheese, and I'm going to actually add this here. So this is what they did originally. They had you add this right over this right here. I'm going to put this on dimensional. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be similar, but different. And that's okay, right? It's always okay. That's all about creating. Everything doesn't have to be exactly the same. Nothing has to be exactly the same. Alright, so you just have to do this here. I'm going to do mine up here, because I think it does. I think it looks really nice to add some. And they just have us tying the string across here. So it's different than what they did. And I'll show you when I get through of what the example was and what we're doing here. And let's see, it's always a decision of how we want to turn that. I think I'm just going to turn it this way. Okay, so we have choices, right? And then I'm going to put the cheese on. The cheese. Which I do like bread and cheese. Or crackers and cheese. And you know what? It would not hurt to have a nice little glass of wine with that. I was trying to think what else. They do have non-alcoholic wine too, but anyway. But it's just all about creating and having fun, right? So I'm just going to do a simple little knot. Left over right, square knot. Then I'm going to take it and hold that little string down. And then I'm going to do right over left. And that is your basic, simple square knot that gets me out of bow making many a times. Especially when I got like this teeny tiny string. And I don't have much left. This is all I have left. I actually used up all my string. Let's see if I got it. I got it. Okay. And we can always trim it off, right? We can. Alright. So I'm going to just put the cheese down here. So let's get this on here. I'm just going to use a little dab here. I don't think you'll see it too much. Actually, the glue dot's really better. Now I have to tell you, these little glue dots, even though I'm trying to do a little bit faster so I can get to the other thing, actually these little glue dots are really good because they're so small and they're so clear that, you know, you just really don't see them when you put them on here. So you really can't see that, and hopefully I anchored my string while I was out there too. And then I'm just going to add my cheese, right? I like cheese. I like cheese. So what is your favorite kind of cheese? Let me know what your favorite kind of cheese is. I like a variety. You even like spinach dip and artichoke dip together with cheese. That's got a lot of nice cheesy stuff in it. Okay, now I could add some more of this if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this here, and I'm going to just put it right across here, okay? And I might even just tag it just like right there, okay? Because I can. And I'm going to stamp this one right here today. I'm doing it with the color that was in the kit. And let's see what we got here to say. It says, you are the pick of the crop, right? You're the pick of the crop. Whoop, whoop. You are. I don't care what anybody else says. You are the pick of the crop. And I'm just going to stick it right in here. right across. And I will use the glue dots because they are nice and small there. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just go back to this. I was just thinking I got the vellum, but this isn't going to see through the vellum, right? Because it's on top. So I'm just going to come through here, right here. And I'm just going to put it right here. You get the pick of the crop. Sounds very nice, especially if I was on a date with my love. So there you go. You're the pick of the crop. He is the pick of the crop. I'm going to trim that string just a little bit. And I'm just going to add, just toss that aside. I am just going to add these little rocks that I colored from the previous kit just because I can, right? I just like to. I think they're cute. They just add a little something to it. Not that we would have anything like this on our picnic blanket, but hey, who knows? Alright, I'm going to make it a 5 because I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put one at the top. Yeah, I do have some green ones, but I like this better. I think these show up better. They go match with the flowers. And stretch my finger, and there you go. You are the pick of the crop. This is a very simple alternate card. And yes, I want to go on a picnic. This might be an invitation. I think this can be an invitation for take somebody on a picnic. Okay? So I'm going to move along to the bag. Alright. So I actually took out some of my favorite colors from previous kits that we've done. And I'm using my beach colors, alright? Because this little tote, I might even invite somebody to go to the beach with me. This little tote is, you can put your cards in it and give it to somebody. For me, I'm going to put hello on here. And I'm trying to think if I'm going to go ahead and put these. I'm going to at least get my hello on here because this is going to be bright and cheerful. Now, one thing is these are, right, this is watercolor inks. So if you decide to wash this bag, it will come off. You won't have it. I can't say whether or not it's the dark colors will stain this cotton fabric or not. But the other thing I'm thinking is I've got some peeps that they might just like to color this little bag and keep on coloring it. And I might need to do that a little bit heavier. But they might want to wash it and then redecorate it, which is just fine, right? It's all about having fun. I'm going to ink this a little bit heavier because that did not come out like I thought it would. So I'm just going to add more ink. And then we're going to see if I can stamp right over where I just was, because if not, guess what? I can wash it and nobody will know the difference. Okay, so it looks like that is about as dark as I'm going to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some other colors. Alright, I like lime green. That's very beachy to me, and so is this other orange and everything. So I'm just going to grab some other stamps here. They use the strawberries and blueberries, but you know what? I'm not going to do either of that. I'm just going to add this here. It's just little specks and dots. And for me, when I'm with my grandkids, it is always just about having fun, right? So this just looks really fun. It looks like the seeds of the strawberry, which is okay with me. I don't really care, right? I am just going to stamp this around. See if I can stamp. I'm going to have to find somewhere to stamp. There you go. So I might have to flip this, right? So I can get this on the inside right here. Because you got the bulk of the material here, so you have to look out for that. Or you know what, you could, let's try this here. If you wanted to, just to get to raise up a little bit so it's not so thick, let's see how this works. It should work. Yeah. So you just have to work around the bulk right up here at the top, right? But at least if I put a block or something in there, I'm not going through double layers, I just got a single layer. Alright, so I'm going to add a different color, and I'm actually going to clean my stamp. And then I'm going to show you a couple of cards from the retreat that is happening tomorrow. So it is a paid event, and we make 18 cards in one day. and we sit there and follow up, and we have door prizes, things like that. And at the end of the day, we play bingo. Bingo is always such a riot and fun. So there you go. So you end up with 18 cards, a 3D project, and bingo. Whoop, whoop. So it's all about having fun. It's all about creating together, sharing. And that's what we do. We share shortcuts and things like that. Alright, I'm going to add this one more, and then I'm going to add the one last color, and that'll be it until my special peeps get here and they tell me their opinion of what they want to add, or if I get to keep my bag. So there you go. It's always what it happens when the peeps come around. It's a matter of, does Nana get to keep her tote bag, or does somebody claim it? They'll most probably claim they need it for their baby doll. We'll see. We will see. There's always a story. Always. Alright, so that's all I've done is just add some different colors that I like. And you can add it as much as you want. If you don't like what you created, throw it in the washing machine. You most probably could throw it in the kitchen sink with your dishwasher and wash it too, as far as I know. All that soap and water, right? And I might go see what other images I have. Those are actually different colors, but they look very much the same, don't they? So I might have to add to see what other colors I add. But anyway, it's just cute, fun, and simple. I am sorry. I thought my phone was on silent, and it is not, because I've got dinging coming through. But that's okay. Here's the last two things I want to show you. Just give you a sneak peek for tomorrow, and just to give you an idea of what we do. Here's one card we're creating, and here's another card we're creating. So there you go. That's the only two peeks you get. Oh well, you know what? I have the third one. I'll show you the third. There's the third one. And this one's cool because guess what? You can open it up, and it does like that. Ta-da! So there you go. Alright, that's all my sneak peeks for today. So with that, I hope you enjoy that. It's always fun. Like I said, with the tote bag, you can throw it in the washing machine, and most likely it's going to wash out. So there you go. Have that expectation, because it will. But it's great for myself if I want to recolor it, or if my grandkids want to recolor it and play with it and wash it and do it again. It's just fun, right? It's all about having fun. It's all about creating, sharing, and turn around and giving it to someone. So someone will end up with a tote bag. And I got a couple of extras that I plan on sending to some other folks too. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, please be sure to share and like us on Facebook. We're also on YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. And be sure to leave a comment, emoji, or something so that we can put you in the drawing for Sunday, because we usually give away 3 paper pumpkin kits. All right? Not always guaranteed. We always give away some other things too. But we at least do door prizes on Sunday, and we post them so you know that you won, and we just get your address and mail it to you. So there you go. Have a blessed day. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday at 4 p.m. with Zoe and Nana with the new paper pumpkin kit, Sending Good Thoughts, with a beach theme, message in a bottle, and all that kind of stuff. Lots of fun. All right. Bye.